I suppose the question then, Richard, is for Barcelona, it'll be 10 years this year since they won it with Messi, Neymar, Suarez, etc., etc. With Hansi Flick and with this new generation of young stars that they have coming through, can they get back among the big boys in this competition this year?
I still think they're probably a little bit away from being real competitors to go and win the competition. They've had a great start to the season. They look really energetic in how they play. Obviously, in Lamal, they've got one of the star players now of the future of football, and there'll be big expectations on him. He started the season really well. He got a couple of goals at the weekend. I think he got a standing ovation from the Girona fans when he was taken off, and they've got a decent enough set of fixtures where you would have fancied them certainly to be in that top 8 and get themselves through. I think when it gets down to the real top teams, I don't see them being one that'll get into the last 4, say. And I think if they were to get to the quarterfinals, they'll see it as a successful campaign.
It's incredible to think they've only got past 2 quarterfinals in that decade, and they've obviously watched Real Madrid win it 5 times since then. And maybe the big question then, Brian, if you just take us through the team this evening. There's 6 of their graduates, if you like, from La Masia, from the youth academy, that maybe they're hoping can do what previous generations of La Masia graduates have done when you go back through the generations and the great names that they had there. Yeah. What about this batch and some of the players they have coming through this time?
Well, they're very good. They've been very good so far this season. Richard said they won 5 games. Kuvarsi's only 17, playing regular centre-half in the Barcelona team, was playing regular last year. Rafinha, we know him from his time at Leeds. Casado, another one of them. Yamal is the outstanding player. You look at Lewandowski and Martinez, they're the only really experienced players in the team. Quando, we know him from his time at Seville. But there were a load of players not in the squad, but the young players have pulled them out in the last year or two. Pedri plays tonight, Gavi's still injured, Frankie de Jong still injured, Christensen still injured, Arau, centre-half, still injured. They're missing so many very good players. And Olmo, who was outstanding at the Euros this year. But Yamal is the one. I mean, what a player he is. What a start he's had to the season. Scored 3 goals, 4 assists already. He's just exceptional player. He was such a joy to watch. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing his development over the years. But I think they've got real talent. And with Pedri back in the middle of the pitch where Garcia plays, the former Manchester City player, he was in Girona last year, got 5 goals, was a good part of their great season, Girona. But there's still bits about Barcelona that you can't be happy about. You wonder about, is something about the money or the referees thing going to jump up again? There's a bit there in the background that it can't be as good as it was. Look at the messing about the manager going, Xavi last year. He was going, and then
politics
they pleaded with him to come back. Yeah, it's hard for the manager just to manage the club.
I wonder whether Hansi Flick is the man to change their fortunes. And if you look at what they said when he was hired, they said, we've chosen a man, obviously he won everything with Bayern Munich, we've chosen a man well known for his team's high-pressing, intense and daring style of play. So that sounds like they've kind of mandated him to almost change the Barcelona style of play, to go away from the patient possession maybe. So I wonder, is that what we're going to see from this team?
Quite possibly. I think in the games they scored, I think they scored 17 goals in the league this season. So that shows that they're always on the front foot. They're always trying to get forward and attack. I think their biggest sort of problem this year is when they face Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have scored loads of goals against them when they've played previously. So they need to be disciplined out of possession, Barcelona. We know about their attacking talents and how good they are. But to win competitions, to win La Liga, to have a good go in this Champions League, they need to be disciplined out of possession. And we've not seen that over the last few years. I think that's where they let themselves down. So it's all good and great and exciting for the viewers to watch them go forward. But for them to be successful, they need to certainly shore up at the back.